On this episode, we dive into a fun but tough Disney World Would You Rather showdown. Today's February 27th, 2026, and this is episode 850 of the Main Street Magic Podcast.
Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World, so they made this podcast to share it all with you. Reports and resorts, top 10 lists of all sorts, Main Street Magic's bringing it home for you.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Main Street Magic. I am your host, Jeremy Stein, and as always, I'm joined by my lovely wife, Rhonda.
Hey guys!
If you want to be part of the community and join the conversation, get the latest theme park news, as well as live streams from the parks and resorts, head to Facebook and search for the Main Street Magic community and ask to join.
Make sure you check us out on the web at mainstmagic.com, as well as follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at mainstmagic, and on TikTok at MSM Podcast.
Planning a trip to Disneyland or Walt Disney World can be overwhelming and at times just downright frustrating. But don't worry, because Mouse Dining removes the frustration of booking Disney dining reservations, alerting you when they spot availability for your desired restaurant, date, meal, and time. Visit msmfriends.com to use this free service.
And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can get brand new episodes every Tuesday and Friday.
Are you ready for your bucket list trip? Our trusted partner, MEI Travel, will handle the planning so you can focus on the memories. They offer free vacation planning services and have nearly 20 years of experience creating memorable vacations. Visit mainstmagic.com/travel for a fee-free, no-obligation quote today. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Rhonda. I am sorry you do not feel well. That is why this episode's getting out a little bit later.
But we're getting it out.
We are getting it out. And so thank you. Yeah, thank you for sitting down. But we're going to do one that hopefully is a little bit fun. Doesn't take a lot of thought, maybe. So that I know your head's hurting. And so we don't want to add any more to that. But we're going to play a game of Would You Rather. This is something we do usually about once a year. Come up with fun, would you rather this? Would you rather that? Type questions. We have a couple different categories. We got parks, attractions, dining, resorts, and then a couple with park day strategy. So do you have anything special you want to say, or you just want to dive right into it and get this episode going?
What do you mean? I don't have anything special.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if you had anything going on in the head there. Otherwise, we can just dive right in, right? You ready?
Sure.
All right. We're going to start with parks. Okay. Now, we know that Encanto is coming, the Encanto boat ride is coming to Animal Kingdom, that is supposed to be an e-ticket attraction. So, Rhonda, would you rather add another e-ticket killer attraction to Animal Kingdom or finally fix all of Tomorrowland at once?
Oh, I think I would want to fix all of Tomorrowland at once.
Yeah, I agree completely.
Animal Kingdom's pretty good, though. I mean, I don't think they need another one. I mean, they could, sure. And I'm sure they will one day.
Right.
But, I mean, Stitch's Great Escape is still there.
Yep.
And that's...
It's still garbage.
Right.
Literally, because it's filled with asbestos.
Right.
Right. Tomorrowland Speedway.
I know they're fixing, right. I would like that to be out. You've got Tron.
Yep.
Which, by the way, I watched that movie.
How was it? Legacy?
Yeah.
Is that the newest one? No, Ares.
Yeah,
You watched
Ares. Sorry.
Yeah. That's right. It's Tron
really,
Legacy, then Tron Ares.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah. How was Jared Leto in it?
I like him. So
Did he still have that smug look on his face like he always does?
He's a good-looking man, especially for his
never
age.
said he was an ugly man. I said he was a smug-looking man. And I don't care for him. But
only
no,
because of your unfortunate run-in with him.
Yeah, when he butted in front of me.
Only
in line.
reason.
I didn't
but
appreciate
anyways.
that. How was graphic CGI? I mean, was all that I bet was pretty mind-blowing.
I thought it was fantastic.
More importantly, how was the music?
I thought it was cool because I was like, oh yeah, like
it's 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
very cool.
Yeah, it was really good, and I enjoyed watching it, and just I didn't feel good yesterday at all, and I just put it on to watch it so I didn't have to I didn't have any expectations.
Yeah.
I just watched it, and I was like, that was pretty good.
Yeah. Did Jared Leto have the long?
Yes, he
did.
long
greasy hair or the short?
Nope, he had
ungreasy
the long greasy hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beard? No beard.
And still
beard.
looked.
That is one of his best looks. I'm not gonna lie.
Blue eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked amazing.
Yeah. Nobody's questioning his attractiveness, but yeah. I mean, Tomorrowland Speedway needs to be blown away and something put there.
Right.
Stitch's Great Escape needs to be blown away and something new put there. Unfortunately, obviously, if they blow away Stitch's Great Escape, that takes the People Mover with it, which is such a major work. But you could rebuild it, obviously.
Yeah.
Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor has to be on its last leg as soon as, Monstropolis Monsters Inc. Land opens over in Hollywood Studios, so that can get gone. Buzz is getting the much needed refurbishment that it needs.
Right. I just
Tron's
heard to say,
great.
So
and honestly, they can gut all of the inside of Space Mountain and start over, keeping it Space Mountain, but let's get a new track. Let's get new vehicles. Let's just turn it into Disneyland's version, right? So, yeah, I think, and really when you look at Animal Kingdom, to me, it's always been kind of described as a bit of a locals park. It's, to me, it is not an attraction-driven park, and I don't know that it needs to be. Even though it has some absolutely wonderful attractions, I just don't think that's where the focus needs to constantly be there.
I agree.
So we agree on that one. All right, next, you can only visit Epcot during festival time, or no festivals ever again is the only time you can visit, but you get one free table service meal every time you go. Which one would you pick?
Festivals.
Yeah, I agree. Like,
I mean, there's not, I hate to say it, there's not many times during, I mean, there's not, okay, so if I only visited Epcot during festivals, that's a lot of time to visit Epcot.
Right. I know, as opposed to no festivals.
I started to say
Let's just say between every festival now, the time was expanded to, a month or 45 days. So you'd have basically 4 times a year for a 45-day span. You could visit Epcot, but there's no festival, but you get a free table service meal every time you go. Or you can only go during those days that there are festivals. Do you still pick the festival-only days?
Probably, but I mean, again, like I said, I mean, that's not going to happen, I feel like, with Epcot. And if anything, you're going to have less days. They're not going to make more days without
if you hadn't
festivals.
caught on, my love, this is a hypothetical
I know
episode,
that, but
so we're allowed to do whatever we want.
I understand that, but...
Josh D'Amaro gets fired for the new Villains Land plans, and then they bring us in, and so we can do whatever we want.
Right, okay.
But, yeah, I mean, first of all, Epcot has a lot of good restaurants. I don't personally think they have any great restaurants. So the free meal doesn't do a lot. Right. And while the savings would be nice, are we that worried about $100 savings every trip? You know what I mean? Well, in reality, you could say if you go and you get the free meal, you save $100 on the meal. You also save whatever you would spend on festival food.
Right.
You know what I mean? So technically you kind of double the savings, but it's not even about the food to me. It's about everything else that comes along with the festivals.
Like the art.
Yeah, the art or the topiaries coming up, all that type of stuff, I think, is what does it for me. Now, obviously, the food is a major attraction. And I would, I mean, if I could never get my chorizo and potato empanada at the Vibrante and Vibrato or whatever it is booth again, I would be sad. So, no amount of meals at Nine Dragons could make up for that. So.
That's true.
All right. How about build a brand new 5th park or just continuously expand on the current 4 parks? Which would you rather have? Now, this is an interesting question because we have a lot of expansion coming.
Right, that is interesting.
But let's just say Villains Land opens, right in 2087. They keep changing the plans. That's what's going to happen. No, so let's say once Villains Land opens, which potentially should be the last land of what they're working on, the 4 lands they're working on now, at that point, the next D23 is coming. Josh D'Amaro is up there. He's going to make the announcement. Would you want to hear him announce a 5th gate? Or expansion on like we're getting now. All of a sudden he announces, hey, we got 4 more lands coming, 1 to each of the current parks. or the
Part
fifth
of
gate?
me would say that because you have 4 parks and you have 2 water parks, so there's 6. So why?
Okay, Universal.
No, I'm
Go work for their marketing
right.
team.
I'm saying so. Yeah, hear me out. So, like, 4 parks, that's an even number. 2 water parks, that's an even number.
Even numbers, I love it.
But that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, why would they do a 5th gate and then go, oh, we got 5 parks and 2 water parks, and then we've got 7, unless 7 was their magic number. But I don't know. I think there's plenty of land on each park.
Yeah, to continue expansion.
To continue to do expansion.
Yeah.
And
it doesn't have to be expansion. I mean, it can still be. I know that they're revamping Rafiki's Planet Watch now, and they're putting in Bluey and all. But, if we looked out 5 to 10 years from now, do we think that's still going to be what's there? Or can they blow that away?
Right.
Then I don't know where I stand on this anymore, because I've always been of the mind of it doesn't need a 5th park.
Right.
Continue expanding on the ones you have. But a lot of that for me has always gone with the financial side of you add a 5th park. What does that truly do to APs? We're seeing right now that APs, they go up every year.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Right.
But we're not seeing this substantial increase, in a sense, to pay for these 4 parks expansions as we would if they add a 5th park. And so that's what I've always kind of gone with. But as many issues as Epic Universe has and is still having, man, to walk into a completely new gate of a theme park that is one whole cohesive, oh my gosh, you know what I mean, cohesive area and all is just incredible. And I think that's what I would want. Now, it would have to be, again, hypothetical stars align, like a Marvel's only park, or I think I would. I don't know what I would want, because I don't know that I'd want to see what we get now, which is varying lands within one giant park. Because at that point, what's the point of it? You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think for a 5th park, it would have to be one giant cohesive park that is almost one themed, and it could be something like a Marvel if, they got those theme park
here's a
rights.
question for you.
Yes, would love a question.
Do you think in our lifetime now, being the age that we are,
We will not see a 5th theme park.
Jeez.
I don't think so.
And do you think our kids would?
I don't know. With the billions that they're putting in now to expand these current parks, I feel like if a 5th theme park was on the table, why wouldn't they have done that now? And there's lots of answers for that, obviously, when you look at everything. But, yeah, I don't know.
It's crazy.
I don't know. And I still don't know if it needs one.
Yeah. I don't think so.
I
like the even number.
Yeah. And are you taking medicine? Is it making you loopy? You just sit in a board meeting like, all right, guys, we got to discuss the 5th theme park. Well, I don't like odd numbers, so you know where my vote goes.
I did take
thank you again, Rhonda.
But still.
Making you loopy.
No, it's not. But I think that I think people would agree with me. You're the weirdo that has to, when you turn the volume up, you have to have it on 25 or 30. You can't put it on 26 or 20.
Yeah, because I'm not a serial killer, Rhonda.
Okay, see?
That's why.
So 4 parks and 2 water parks, 6 parks total.
It is a nice number. I do agree, but I wouldn't base my financials on it. I think that if they were going to put a 5th entire theme park, they'd be better off doing it somewhere else. I'm not saying that's Abu Dhabi, but they are building one there, obviously, or licensing one there, I should say. But, Universal is building this kids theme park in Texas.
Oh, they are?
Yeah. I think...
I had no idea.
I think Disney would be better suited doing something like that.
Okay.
Than opening a 5th theme park in Orlando, Walt Disney World.
Okay.
Right? So, I think that answers that. Would you rather? All right. Would you rather replace Journey into Imagination or replace Mission Space?
Mission Space.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
I still like Journey into Imagination. Like, it's
I
cute.
do too. I do too.
I don't hate it. Like, I don't get on it going, oh, God, I don't want to ride this.
Yeah.
Like, it's again, one of those, what do you call them, people eaters. That,
yeah, it is. I mean, you can guarantee a short wait.
Usually, yeah.
It's still fun enough. It's nostalgic. Yeah. Yes, I would love for it to get an upgrade, but if they, gun to my head, they said, hey, you got to ride one of these right now, or you've got to refurb one of these right now.
And that's another.
I'm picking Imagination to ride and Mission Space to refurb.
Because that's another problem. I can ride Journey into Imagination all day long, whereas Mission Space, I don't want to ride.
Yeah.
At all.
Now, here's a question: Lieutenant Dan Mission Space?
I don't care.
Or you
don't
care?
Like it.
Okay.
I don't like it.
That mission was much better, though.
Okay, that's fine. Yes, sure, because I liked his voice and everything, but I just don't like it, period, because of the close, claustrophobicness and the just the
awfulness of the ride.
Awfulness in my motion.
Now, would you rather be in an even numbered row or an odd numbered row? That's the question, really. Okay. Would you rather, we're sticking in the parks category, last one. Would you rather expand World Showcase with 3 new countries, or you get to add 3 new rides existing countries? Okay. Rather have 3 new rides as opposed to 3 new entire countries.
Yeah.
Why? And I got to think. I don't know my answer, honestly.
I mean, because didn't you already say that, like, some of these countries could have had rides and should have had
there was supposed to be a
rides
roller
and
coaster
whatever?
in Japan. There was supposed to be a boat ride in Germany.
Right. Just do that.
Mary Poppins is hidden under a rock somewhere in Imagineering for, that ride. So you'd rather see just say those 3 come to life.
Heck yeah.
Than 3 brand new countries.
Where are you going to put 3 new countries?
They have pads for them. They've got space for more countries.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they do.
Oh.
So you could. Now, again, if you really want to, go down the rabbit hole a little bit, would those 3 new countries...
And
okay,
what
okay,
3
just
new
say the
countries?
3 new countries, one of them comes with an e-ticket attraction. Then which would you pick? So 3 new countries, one of them gets an e-ticket, or 3 brand new rides in the current countries.
I guess 3
Take
new.
the 3 new?
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, I'd look at, I don't know, in Australia or something, Greece, those would always be good. I could, Philippines. I mean, I know we have like the Polynesian, but I'm just thinking of a Polynesian bring back like a Spirit of Aloha type show, dinner show that you could do. I think I would go with the 3 new countries. I think of the food options, the shopping options, like that's what I'm thinking of.
Okay.
So I think I'd go with that one, even if it had, I think, a ride or not. But those, if they brought back some of the OG rides they were supposed to. All right, we're going to move on to attractions category of Would You Rather.
Okay.
Would you rather Guardians be standby line only? It's the only way you can ride it, or it's a virtual queue only, and this is forever. And does this really matter to you? Because you're not going to be the one getting the virtual queue in the morning.
I just started to say, you've always been the really good one at doing it and getting it.
Yeah, I wish that transferred over to my Ticketmaster buying abilities.
I do too. But I would say virtual queue just because you're so good at getting
I would take
it.
virtual queue in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Honestly, if it said...
I think it'd be neat if they almost implemented, like, because of the Magic Band, like it almost everywhere. I don't know if this is even possible, but where you could like almost do like a virtual queue / where you tap and come back. Like it tells you where you can walk around and kind of.
Yeah, I mean that's Tapu Tapu that they're getting rid of at Volcano Bay.
Which
they're dumping
is
it.
sad,
So,
but
yeah.
I think that's.
I mean,
cool.
that's your OG fast pass tickets.
Yeah.
When you would get into the park, you'd run to the attraction, you'd get your hard ticket, your actual printed ticket. That's basically what that would be. Yeah, I'm like, okay, 30 minutes though, you could walk up anytime. You don't have to have, because remember too, if we're going to implement the virtual queue, you got to be going to that park. You know what I'm saying? So then every time, I don't know, actually. I think I would still go virtual queue, and that's coming from APs who can go often. And if we don't get a virtual queue, it's okay. If I was not an AP, and we did the once a year visit or a couple year visit, I would just pick the 30-minute wait.
Right.
And the other thing you have to think about is, do you ever want the need to ride it more than once in a day? Right. If it's virtual queue only forever, you can only ride it once per day. If it's a 30-minute standby, you could technically ride it as much as you want. You know what? I would go with a 30-minute standby. Okay. It's a wonderful queue.
Yeah,
you're entertained the whole time you're in there.
True.
30 minutes isn't going to stick you outside in the heat. So I'm going with 30 minutes.
You just said standby line. You didn't say 30 minutes. Why you keep saying 30 minutes?
That's a great point. But somewhere during this conversation, I stuck that in my head.
Yeah.
Um,
Even if you were outside.
45 minute standby forever.
No.
Or virtual
it just
queue.
says Guardians with standby line only.
Yeah, but I'm changing it. So that's what I'm going with.
What's on the thing I read?
Hold on, I can give me a minute and I'll type it. Yeah, I'd stick with virtual queue again as a pass holder and somebody who can go often. And if I don't get that virtual queue, which, will be honest, I'm going to. No, I sound like Jared Leto. I would still pick the virtual queue. I really would overall. I think I am one of the few, I feel like, who really, really enjoys the virtual queue system.
I do too.
And I wish we still had
But
one
like
virtual queue at every ride.
Yeah.
So you had the option for a virtual queue, a lightning lane, single pass, or just to go stand by that sucker. That's what I think would be the best way to do it. And basically virtual queue would pretty much be like it just would be a very limited lightning lane. Like you would still go into the lightning lane people, obviously, like you were, but you'd have both at the same time.
Right.
So if you were like, all right, we're just going way too deep now. All right. Would you rather lose all boat rides or lose all dark rides?
Oh,
and when you really want to think about it, that's like losing Haunted Mansion or losing Pirates of the Caribbean. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't want to lose any.
But that's not the question, Rhonda. The question is, would you rather
I guess boats.
lose all boat rides?
Yeah, I
agree.
guess.
I agree. We get to keep a Haunted Mansion. I'm really only thinking of Haunted Mansion. Let's think about what you're losing with boat rides. You'd have to take out Tiana's. You'd have to take out Pirates, Navi River Journey,
Small
World. Okay. Grand Fiesta. Yeah. See, yeah. I mean, you get to keep Haunted Mansion. You get to keep as dumb as I love Winnie the Pooh.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a good ride. So, you'd have to take out Frozen Ever After for boat ride if you lose all boat rides. Does that change your opinion at all? I know how much you do love that ride. We got to get to see the new faces.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully we can do that on March 12th. We'll try and get in there. Maybe we buy Lightning Lane just for that day, just to make sure we don't have to wait. Although the after those first couple days, the lines went back pretty much to normal.
Oh, that's good.
I would lose all boat rides still. Well, you know what? I do love me some Tiana's. I couldn't lose Haunted Mansion. That's all I'm putting my money on is Haunted.
Wow.
So I'm going to lose all boat rides with you.
Dang.
All right. Would you rather have Lightning Lane premiere every single day for a month and just say we were visiting, multiple times, whatever it is that month, or you get membership to Club 33 for a month? Which would you choose? I would go Club 33. Again, that's as a pass holder who gets to go often. I would pick the Club 33 access. I would be like, I want free access to something that I can spend more money on. Because you would be spending your money, for sure.
Yeah, no, I agree. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So you would go with the Club 33?
Yeah, I would.
That'd be pretty cool. Imagine, going down several days in a month, taking a midday break.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
That would
All right.
be cool.
Would you rather, this is where the 30 minutes was creeping in my head from before. Would you rather guarantee flight of passage is 30 minutes or less forever? Okay, this is where I was getting it when I was confused with Cosmic. Or guarantee Expedition Everest Yeti works perfectly forever. Do you know if you ever saw the live Yeti?
I don't know if I ever saw it.
I know I did not.
So I
I'm
probably
positive of it.
did not
Okay.
then. So
I would take the Yeti. Because, again, there's so many other options to ride Flight of Passage.
And I've heard when he works, he's like...
It's incredible. If you look at the videos, it's absolutely amazing. Especially when you think of this thing being built, over 25 years ago.
Right.
Well, it's not that impressive when it immediately broke, but the original working Yeti was impressive.
I guess I'd want him to work.
Go Yeti?
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be so much fun. And like I said, Flight of Passage, there's always options to ride it.
I just started to say, and sometimes there is, it probably is only 30 minutes, depending.
For sure. Especially if you rope drop, you close the night. You can always get Lightning Lane single pass. So there's plenty of options. All right, one more in attractions. Would you rather bring back the Great Movie Ride or the original Backlot Tour?
Backlot.
Yeah. That's kind of easy.
Oh, sorry.
For me.
Yeah. I mean, the Great Movie Ride was good. I remember I think I remember our last time riding. It was our last time when we rode it, and then we're going to Beauty and the Beast, and then Lacey threw up.
Was that the last time we rode it?
I think
it
so.
could have been. Yeah. That timeline would add up. So that might have been. So maybe it was a Great Movies ride that made her sick. We don't know. She's been blaming Rainforest Cafe all these years, and I think we should issue a formal apology. We're sorry, Rainforest Cafe. It was a Great Movie ride that made Lacey throw up. Okay. Would you rather bring back Great Movie Ride, but it gets to be fully updated, or the Backlot Tour?
Like you mean new movies and whatnot?
Yeah, new movies. It gets all new movie scenes. So same concept, everything, but each one is cool. A new movie scene. And they could still be, classic movies. Like, they don't have to be like brand new movies or something. Right. As long as there's one section that is Mike and Dave need wedding dates. I just want one of those. Such a good movie.
Okay.
Zac Efron.
Okay.
Adam Devine.
I still like the Backlot Tour, though.
Oh, no, I think I agree. Backlot Tour is incredible. Yeah. I miss it very, very much. I miss the whole Backlot area.
Yeah.
I miss that. I miss Lights, Motor, Action.
Yeah.
So very, very, very much.
Yeah.
I wish we could get something like that back. So I would still stick with Backlot Tour. And I did love Great Movie Ride.
I did too.
I think it's one of those that...
It was almost one of those, like a people eater, basically.
Yeah. And I'm not, I don't think we're not classic movie people.
I mean, I enjoyed it.
I know, but I'm saying, like, as far as we enjoyed the movies in Great Movie Ride because they were in Great Movie Ride.
Right,
you know what I mean? Not because we sat around and watched classic Turner broadcast movies.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So there wasn't a real connection other than the fact that it was at Disney and we loved the ride.
Right.
We didn't connect it with movies the way that we would with something like
True.
if they brought in Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates.
Okay.
All right. Let's move on to our dining category. We're going to start with, you get to redo all of the dining in Magic Kingdom or in Hollywood Studios.
That's kind of hard.
Because let's be honest, if you really look at
it,
neither one of them has the greatest dining.
No.
Hollywood has some standouts with Hollywood Brown Derby.
Right.
50s Prime Time was delicious. We've really enjoyed it the past few times we've been. So, and then Magic Kingdom, I mean, I love Skipper Canteen. So, but I feel like that's all I'd really be losing.
And I just started to say, but I think of Magic Kingdom and I think of like the Plaza.
Yeah.
And Casey's Corner and Cinderella's Royal Table. And I mean, we haven't done Beauty and the Beast in a long time, but still.
And we haven't done it since it was at lunch. Right? A regular lunch. Now it's all prefix.
Right.
That has to be one of the reservations that I have looked for and either booked or almost booked, and then we've still not gone more than any other restaurant on property.
Oh, wow. I
don't know why. It just can't stomach that place specifically, paying that $80 or whatever per person.
Yeah.
But we need to just do it sometime.
I would probably tend to lean more towards Hollywood.
Really? You would redo all the dining in Hollywood?
I feel like only because like when we go to Hollywood, I mean, there's only one place I want to eat if I go there.
Brown Derby?
And it's Brown Derby.
Yeah, and it's not like we do that often.
No, and then if we do, it's out like... Now we just stayed at 50s, you know.
50s is great. Docking Bay 7 is wonderful, but I don't know why we don't go there more often.
I think...
ABC Commissary is outstanding.
Right. I think because we don't think about it for one, and then like sci-fi and 50s is fun, but it's just... It's a... You can't just go in like ABC Commissary and get food.
Right.
Like it's dark.
And there's still very hard reservations to get, honestly. Okay. If you have to, let's say, well, I'll just change things. I don't even know if you were thinking of this. You get to keep Cinderella's Royal Table, but redo the rest of the Magic Kingdom dining. So you get to hold on to that. Would that change your mind at all? Like I would redo. Let's talk about something real quick. Casey's Corner.
What about
It's not that good.
It's not that good, but it's
why do people love it so much?
Consistent.
Consistently not that good.
I mean, Why? Why do you say that? Because we haven't had a hot dog. I know, but we haven't had a regular.
But every time we do, it's good. Right. But to be honest,
it's consistent.
I would assume go to a ballpark or a game and get a hot dog.
Well, but
as long as that sucker's all beef, I'm in.
It's consistent.
Right, but wouldn't you rather have something that's consistent and also really, really good?
Sure.
You know what else is consistent? Satali Canteen.
Yeah, that's
Why
really,
are we putting
really
the word
good.
consistent to both of those quick services? We should not. That's being unfair to the word consistent. You know? I mean, you could say something is consistently bad. That doesn't make it good. So Casey's Corner is one of the most I will say potentially most overrated quick service on Walt Disney World property.
Okay.
This just turned into a hot take show.
Oh,
it's not great. It is convenient, I think, is maybe the C word you're looking for. And it's not even that convenient that often because it's always slammed. It's nostalgic. I will give you that.
Right.
But it's not that great.
Okay.
You know what would take it over
When's
the
the last time
edge?
we had a regular hot dog, though, from there? We've had corn dogs.
We've done
we
corn
usually
dogs.
Get those.
We've done specialty dogs during like Halloween and things like that. It is overrated, in my opinion. Okay. Is what I'm saying. You know what I would love to see on that? And I understand it doesn't really follow that ballpark theme, but heck, I mean, you see what you get at ballparks now. You get the most ridiculous food ever at ballparks.
That's true.
I would love to see burgers there. Imagine a double patty smash burger with just cheese and lettuce there.
That sounds good.
You know, that's fired up on a griddle back there that is greasy and it comes served, wrapped up in one of those food grade aluminum foil things. That would kill it, you know? And the fries aren't even anything special. They're like all other really Disney fries at quick services around the property.
Yeah.
So, sorry, Casey. All right. You can only do quick service all trip, or you can only do table service all trip. And we'll just kind of take the financial side out of it. I'm thinking more on a food level. Table?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Obviously, the quality there is so much better.
I just started to say, yep, 100%.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't as great of a would you rather. I thought maybe we'd get a little more out of that one. But, all right. You can. This is an interesting one.
It'd be nice because you can sit down. You have a table.
You can chill. You can relax.
You can chill. A quick service. I mean, it's so frustrating.
Ooh.
You're looking for tables. It's hard.
I'm going to throw a little wrench here, right? Only quick service all trip or only table service all trip, but you don't have any reservations. So the whole trip, you're betting on making
that was fun. We've done that before.
So you still would pick that one?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think
it might make it a little more exciting.
I started to say, I think for us, it's fun.
Yeah, I agree. We enjoy not having reservations a lot of the time.
Excuse me. Yeah. I've enjoyed when we've been in a hotel staying on property and we don't have major plans and you're like, all right, we're going to walk out. We're going to hit the first bus that's there.
Yeah.
And then whatever's there, then we go, all right, we're going to hypothetically, it's Hollywood. All right, now we're going to Hollywood. Now, let's pull up reservations and what's the first one that
what's
comes
available?
up.
Like what's the quickest one?
Yeah, it's been fun. I've enjoyed that.
Yep. I would agree with that.
What did we do with that? Was that one of the times we ate at Sci-Fi?
No, we ended up at Olivia's that one night.
Olivia's. Yeah,
that's we played bus roulette.
That was fun.
Yeah, we played bus roulette from the resort to a park, and then from a park to a resort where we had to dine at that resort. We ended up at Olivia's, and that was a lot of fun that evening.
So, yes.
Okay, cool. All right, this is a fun one, or a good one, I guess, to debate. Bring back Tables in Wonderland exactly as it was, or expand annual pass holder discounts to include off of quick service as well. So we get discounts on table service at most every,
I would
restaurant.
Expand pass holder. I would say take Disney. I know you're listening. You're always listening. See what Universal does for their pass holders and
Josh.
Do that.
How are you?
Okay. Seriously.
Yeah. The tiered system have more discounts available. I agree.
Because we pay more, and I'm not trying to be like that, but I think of okay, and it's not just it's for me that Florida resident can actually get a Pixie Pass or a Pirate Pass,
right?
Somebody like Liv can't,
right?
Because she's
got to get in Credit Pass.
She has to.
Yeah.
So why
give her more benefits.
Right. When she's down here being at Disney for a little bit. And then when we, as Florida residents, pay for the top tier when we don't have to.
Right.
Why don't we get more too?
I agree. You don't yell at me. I'm with you, man. Josh, listen. No, I agree completely.
Not
and
Josh listening. But.
And the other thing with Tables in Wonderland, this becomes a very, very different conversation 2 years ago, because Tables in Wonderland includes the 20% off of alcoholic beverages.
Right.
So if you drink alcoholic beverages, Tables in Wonderland makes a huge difference. So yeah, I think I could miss that. But you remember Tables in Wonderland came with, what was it? Free valet parking at resorts. Came with the 20% off food and beverage at pretty much all table services.
But I will say, even though we don't drink alcohol, we still do the mocktails, and some of those, depending, are almost the price of a cocktail.
True.
So I would still
look at that guaranteed off. But that's going to Tables in Wonderland, though.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, I'm saying, like, yes, it was great and it was wonderful, but
I would love to have discounts on quick service. Even if it was minimal. You remember when they would run that promo sometimes? It'd be 10% off of certain quick service restaurants for like a 1, 2, 3 month period. I would love to see things like that come back. And yeah, the tiered system, I've always been for it at Disney. But again, the problem is, Disney doesn't focus on Liv. They don't focus on pass holders like her.
Yeah.
The ones that come a lot and spend a lot of money and, do the dining and do the resort. They don't focus on them. They focus from that family from Denver who doesn't technically need the discount. So that's just the way it's always going to be. All right. Would you rather have a free appetizer at every meal or a free dessert at every meal?
Well, you're asking the wrong person.
Why?
Because I never got my sweet tooth extracted, and I still have it as an adult.
Right. So you would want the dessert.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. I thought you meant talking to the wrong person, like you're putting that back on me and my affinity now for sweets. You don't have to look at my stomach when I say that.
I didn't.
You looked right down. The same.
I looked
still
at your,
looking.
Your
you didn't at my boobs? Okay. Those are also becoming more prominent.
I did not.
Man, that is actually a tough one. It's actually kind of hard for me because I do love some savory foods. But if we're already getting on to it, I think I would go with dessert. Dessert as well, for sure. That would be good. All right. You can only eat inside the parks, and this is forever, every time we go now. You can only eat inside the parks or only eat at the resorts in Disney Springs.
Oh, I'd pick Disney Springs and resorts.
Would
Sorry.
you? Yeah, I agree. I'm trying to think if there's any park restaurant that stands out that I would hate to never go again.
I mean,
and there's a lot of resort and springs ones.
Right.
That I
was just thinking,
never going to
if you're
again.
at Magic Kingdom, you can hop on over to Steakhouse 71.
Yep. Walulu.
Walulu.
Yeah,
there's
Ohana,
so many
those.
things that I'm like.
That's a great point, is the proximity of parks that you don't just leave. I mean, Epcot, you're exiting out the back. You're hitting an Ale and Compass. You're getting stuff like Flying Fish. I mean, heck, Boardwalk Pizza if you need it.
Right.
Like, there's so many opportunities
to do
that. There's so many.
And then Disney Springs has so many.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's kind of an easy one.
I mean, it would suck inside the park. Like, it would suck to never have Brown Derby.
I think what would be so hard is to never, like, if somebody said, you can never, in the parks, you can never have quick service in the parks again, or you can never have table service. I would say never have table service. The hard part for me would be never having quick service in the parks again. You know what I mean? Like, that would be the hard part. If you had to take it all away, if you said, that's the one where I'd be like, oh man, but never quick service in the parks again. Just being able to grab something easy. Like, what hasn't come up in the conversation about dining, actually, which I feel bad for us about. We brought up this Yak and Yeti. Losing Yak and Yeti would be tough in a situation like this.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think that's enough to, make me not choose the Disney Springs and then the resorts. So, all right, we're going to move on to resorts, by the way. Would you rather stay at a value with Park Hopper, and this would be like basically kind of forever, or we get to stay at Deluxe, but there's no Park Hopper. Can only do one park at a time anytime we visit, but we're staying at a Deluxe.
Let's stay at Deluxe.
Well, yeah, I think I would too.
I mean, because
now try and take
How many times do we really like quote unquote use park hopper?
We did 3 in Disney Springs. Oh no, that was me and Michael. We did 3 parks and Disney Springs, didn't we?
But I'm just
2
saying.
parks? I
I'm
don't
just
remember.
saying, like when you and I go. I mean,
Okay,
sometimes we
take off your AP hat, and you are an out-of-state visitor, right?
Okay.
Who comes maybe once a quarter for a long weekend. Would that change your mind at all? Do you think then at that point the park hopper becomes that much more valuable to you, that you're okay? Because you also have to think about the fact that if you don't go as often as we do, you're most likely going to spend more time in the parks.
Right.
So does that value resort matter as much?
No.
Or does that, deluxe resort matter as much? Let's just say every trip you come, it's once a quarter, and it's for 3 days. So you only get 3 days of parks, which means that you get to stay in that deluxe, but at least you have to skip one park every single trip because you don't have a hopper. You'd be okay with that still over the value?
I think so.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Would you?
I think I'd go value at that point, honestly. Yeah. And knowing that I have the flexibility, because here's the thing too, you got to try and put your mind into, and it's hard because of the fact that we're very lucky and we get to go so often. You step into Animal Kingdom that morning and 4 or 5 o'clock rolls around and you're done.
You go to Disney Springs.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah. That's a good backup. All right. Would you rather, Rhonda, stay in Cinderella Castle Suite for one night or a Polynesian bungalow for a weekend? And we'll call a weekend Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. So 3 nights in a Poly bungalow or 1 night in the Castle Suite. Which would you choose?
Castle Suite.
Would you?
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Yeah. I mean,
I think, I know these are all hypothetical, but I like to put some realism to it. I think I would choose Castle Suite because in reality, you can pay to stay in a Poly bungalow, right? Mm-hmm. You can't pay to stay in the Castle Suite.
Correct.
Like that is truly a once in a lifetime opportunity if you ever, had the opportunity to do that. So I think I'll go with Suite. Would you stay in the castle to watch the fireworks through the bulletproof glass? Well, to be fair, that faces the front, though, doesn't it? So you technically wouldn't see them. You'd be looking down Main Street at the crowd, I believe.
It depends on what you see up there.
Yeah. All right, you get to stay in the Castle Suite, right? You check in at 3 p.m. You have to check out at 11 a.m., and you're not allowed to leave the suite. You still choosing that?
I guess.
I would.
Yeah. It'd be weird.
You'd just be locked in there, but still.
But, I mean.
It'd be a pretty cool place to be locked into for what, 15, 16, 17,
How do you get food?
Hours.
They do room service?
They bring it to you, or you got to pack your own snacks in a single burner, electric burner, and a coffee pot. So you need a really big bag.
Okay.
All right. Would you rather have Skyliner access or monorail access? Basically, you got to
Skyliner.
Get rid of one. I would keep Skyliner. Yeah, it smells so much less. And in reality, if you were to get stuck on one,
did you just say it smells so much less?
So much less. The monorails still always smell. They just smell like BO and farts all the time. So all right, let's go with the next one for resorts. Would you rather have club level access every stay? Or every time you go, you get 1 extra park hour each night, just for you and your party.
That's a hard one.
It kind of is, right? This has been one of the harder.
Part of me says club, but then part of me says an extra park hour.
I think it's interesting, and it's one of the reasons I kind of wanted to do this was because the answers are so different as APs.
Yeah.
Who get to, who live 2 hours away compared to folks that don't get to come as often. I think it's a very different situation because that 1 extra park hour makes all the difference in the world. But for us, we would have the ability and mindset to be able to wake up in the morning and leisurely go up to club and have a breakfast.
Right.
And you know what I mean? Or head back and do dinner in club level and then go back to the park. So again, I think it's one of those as an AP, I would pick the club level access.
But as a regular person,
as a person who is not an AP or does not get to come as often, I think I would pick the 1 extra park hour. It almost, imagine It's only 1 hour, but there's a lot you could do in that last hour. You know, I feel like, especially if it was technically like almost like a VIP after hours for your party only type thing. Okay. We're going to go back and talk deluxe. Okay. Would you rather stay in a deluxe every single trip forever, but Disney assigns you which one it is?
Yeah.
You don't know until you get there. Or you get to stay in a deluxe every trip, but you get to pick it.
I'd let Disney decide
It could be like the fun of that would be cool.
Oh, yeah. Because...
What if every single trip they pick Old Key West?
Okay. Oh.
You don't know?
I just started to say, all the deluxes, though, I mean, think about them. Like,
you got a lot.
know, you do have a lot. And I don't think one is bad. I mean, yeah, Old Key West might be old.
But it's not bad. Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I don't say that like disparaging Old Key West. Old Key West is a wonderful resort.
Saratoga's like...
You like to walk.
I like it. Those would be my least two, probably. Yeah. Like, they'd be on my lowest list.
Right. But anything else, be pretty happy with if you showed up.
100%.
Man, I'm trying to think of the anxiety side. I think I could do it now. Like, you literally don't show up. You every time when you cross, imagine that every time we go, you cross under that Disney sign, the welcome sign.
And then you get a text.
And you get a text that says, you're staying at this deluxe resort this weekend. That would be interesting. Because, two, you got to think that's going to all of a sudden frame your entire trip in many ways. You know, I feel like your trip for that weekend for us would be very different if it hits us with an Old Key West compared to if it hits us with a boardwalk.
Right.
You know, it'd be very different if it's during the summertime and it hits us with a beach club.
Yeah.
Or it hits us with a wilderness lodge. You know what I mean? Like the way that your entire weekend then might revolve around it. So I think it's more than just having the surprise of the resort show up. It's having the surprise of what you're going to do all weekend.
Yeah, but sometimes we still do, like, I mean, if we're going to be at, we would just hope, like, if we're going to be Flower and Garden all weekend at EPCOT, we would hope that
but let's say that's your plan.
Right.
And they stick you at a, you know the land better, which is the farthest deluxe resort from EPCOT. They stick you at an Animal Kingdom Lodge for that weekend. Or they stick you at an Old Key West. And your plan, it's opening weekend of Flower and Garden.
Get on a bus. I mean.
Yeah. All right. That sounds good.
I mean, it would suck as far as in, like, we would just be on a bus and we couldn't walk and we couldn't. And then it would change where if we were at Boardwalk, obviously, we would be able to maybe just go back to our room and hang out for a little bit.
Yeah.
Whereas if we're at Animal Kingdom Lodge, we're getting on a bus that morning and we might not go back till that night.
Yeah. Till after the park closes or something. Right now, if we have one night coming soon that we could spend at a deluxe resort, which deluxe would you pick? Just out of curiosity.
I don't know. Like
all of a sudden, like one night at a deluxe. 'Cause we haven't stayed at a deluxe in a while, I feel like.
Oh.
We haven't stayed at Disney. March 13th. It's our triumphant return to on property. I'm very, very excited for that. It'll be an all-star, but I'm okay with that. I'm so excited to get back off property.
Right now, a deluxe, if I could just pick, I don't know.
Polynesian Tower. Man, I loved the Poly Tower.
Sure.
I fell in love with that place.
Like, I wouldn't care. Like,
I didn't expect to love the tower as much as I did.
Yeah,
I really didn't. I don't know why. Like, I would take the tower over old Poly.
Yeah.
I really, really would. It was amazing. All right. We've got just a couple left. This is Park Day Strategy. Only a couple questions here. This is for the rest of our lives, going to Disney, can either rope drop every single day or close the parks every night. You can only pick one.
Parks.
I agree. Because we'd rather kind of get up casually.
Right. We're not rope drop people unless we have to be. Or unless we wake up and I'm like, well, what time is it open? I can be ready. Okay.
And then I get so excited. I do love being there at a park opening, but I would much rather close that sucker down.
Yeah.
And, especially when you start to get into, I think maybe Florida weather is finally upon us.
Oh,
I hope these cold snaps are done and over with.
No, they don't usually.
Tomorrow is March.
Right? But
or 2 more days is March.
They don't usually until after Easter, and Easter's very early this year.
It's very late.
April 4th.
Yeah, isn't Easter sometimes in March though?
Oh.
Can it?
I
wish we could just I just wish Easter was like Thanksgiving. Like it's the last Sunday of March or something, man. All right. This is probably more for me, but it sounds like it's for you. But let's just say you had to do it. Would you rather plan every single detail 60 days out, much like the way we used to have
God,
to?
no.
Or just wing every single trip, no plans, just show on up?
Well, I really wouldn't want to do that because it's very hard to do that depending on the time of year.
Yeah. So the only thing you could have in advance is a hotel reservation. Nothing else is planned until the moment you show up and you got to wing it.
That's stupid.
Okay.
And you can't. I mean,
yeah,
let's
it's
be
very
honest.
hard to now.
It's very
you might
hard
get stuck doing absolutely nothing depending on the year.
And then, I mean, I would almost be fine with that because we're APs and we can come back the next weekend or something. But then that also, that wastes money.
Right. Wastes money and time and everything. So you would pick the 60 days out. But again, you're the one who has to plan it.
Yeah.
Like Rhonda Stein, have to get on and you've got to make lightning lane selection 60 days out. You got to do dining reservations.
Yeah.
You got to do all that.
Yeah.
You also have to book your shopping experiences. I'm just throwing stuff at you now.
All right. Book shopping? That is not true.
All right, we got one more. Every single visit, every single park day, you either have to start in Magic Kingdom every single time or you never get to start in Magic Kingdom.
Well, then that would.
Let's say we're staying on property. You don't have to drive there, okay? Let's just say we're staying on property each time and you don't have to drive there.
I would have to always stay on property.
Yes, that's fine. We can say that because, if you had to drive, I would never start at Magic. But
right.
I would start at Magic.
That'd be fine.
Because I
could
could think of no better way technically to spend every single park morning than having a Starbucks coffee on Main Street. Even if that's all it was.
Yeah.
Even if it was walk into Magic, get a Starbucks coffee, sit, people watch for a little bit, and then go ride Haunted Mansion and leave and go to the next park, I would definitely select that one. Well, this hopefully was fun for you, Rhonda.
Yeah.
Hopefully fun for the listeners. You get to rest now for the rest of the day. You got a big day of work tomorrow. We are going to see Scream 7 tomorrow night. I'm excited about. I'm very, very excited too.
I don't know how I feel about it. I'm excited, but I'm not. I'm gonna.
Have you ever seen a Scream movie in the theaters? I can't. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think if I saw the very first Scream in the theaters.
I feel like I would have, but I don't remember now.
Yeah, I don't remember. This might be my actual first Scream movie in the theaters. I'm also very excited. I don't know if anybody else is, according to our little group chat text with Rob and Tina, but they're making Scary Movie 6. That's the Wayans brothers. We love very, very much. And the trailer is going to be in front of Scream 7. So
that'll be fun.
That's exciting. But we got a lot coming up. We have back-to-back weekends at Disney coming up. One of those will include Flower and Garden. I do apologize, everyone. We will not be there for opening weekend at Flower and Garden. We will be at Disney, but we have some other plans involved that include a concert over at House of Blues. But we should be over there on March 12th, so we will be doing everything we can at Flower and Garden that day and that weekend throughout the Blue October Garden Rock series. So if you want to hear that, even more importantly, if you want to catch our full review, I'm sure it'll span multiple episodes of our 5-night cruise on the Disney Destiny. Towards the end of April. You got to hit subscribe. You get brand new episodes every single Tuesday and Friday. Hey, go out to mainstreetshirts.com. We got a lot of really cool designs out there, stuff that we're usually adding about once a month. Go purchase some shirts, mainstreetshirts.com. And of course, Rhonda and I, we would be very thankful if you could please leave us a rating and review.
Because it helps our show grow.
That's all we've got, and we'll see you real soon. On this episode, we dive into a fun but tough Disney World Would You Rather showdown where every choice comes with a That's dumb.
I feel like Aunt Bethany. Well, hello, everyone.
Sound like her.
I know. So, hey, guys. I'm here. I'm alive.
Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World, so they made this podcast to share it all with you. Reports and resorts, top 10 lists of all sorts. Main Street Magic's bringing it home for you.